I pledge myself to honor always the flag of Guyana and to be loyal to my country, to be obedient to the laws of Guyana, to love my fellow citizens, and to dedicate my energies towards the happiness and prosperity of Guyana. Please remain standing. I would like to invite the three officers who will do the prayers for us: the Christians, former Superintendent Ali; Hindu, Assistant Superintendent Puran Narain; and Muslim Cadet Officer Elroy Khan, in the order.
May we all bow our heads in prayer. Heavenly Father, Almighty God, as the world pauses to celebrate the birth of your Son, Jesus Christ, we gather in this spirit, the holy season, to honor the dedicated policemen and women. We thank you for the profound gift of protection and security they provide every day. In this season, we are reminded of the light that came into this world. We pray for your light shine through these policemen and women, guiding their footsteps, guiding them, giving them the wisdom and the discernment that they need to serve with justice and compassion. Even during these busy and often challenging times, we lift up all who are receiving awards today. Their acts of courage, dedication, and sacrifice mirror the selfless love you show the world. Bless them for their exceptional service. We pray for their families who share in their commitment. Wrap them in the peace and warmth of Christmas. Give them their loved ones while they're away on duty. We pray for the force and the nation that we may find renewal in this time and that their commitment to protecting our communities remains strong. Lord, as we accept these rewards, we acknowledge the great gift of their responders. May the joy, the hope, and the peace of Christmas fill their ceremony with their hearts in our city. We offer this prayer in the name of Holy Jesus, our Savior. Amen.
Good morning, all protocol observe. Om Vakratunda Mahakaram Suryakoti Samapradham Nidgunam Damideva Sarvakade Hade Hade Om Shri Gajadanandana Bhutaganatwate Tvatam Kapisa Jambhu Palachara Bhaksharam Umama Sutro Kavinashikarakam Namami Vigani Sarapara Bhaksharam. O graceful Lord, I lift your name in glory as we gather here today on this beautiful day. You are the source of our strength. Protect the Guyana Police Force and guard every step of our leaders. Help us to rely on wisdom, guidance, in every challenge that we face in the Guyana Police Force. O Lord, you are the strongest pillow and the shield. As the force place their hope in your hand. Hari Om Shanti, Shanti, Hari Om.
Alright. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin ar-rahmanir rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim, siratal ladzina an'amta alayhim. Ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Amen. Translation: In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. All praise and thanks be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds. The most gracious, the most merciful. Owner of the day of judgment, you alone do we worship, and you alone do we ask for help. Guide us on the straight path, the path of those whom you have favored, not the path of those who earn your anger, nor of those who go astray. O Allah, accept it.
Thank you. You may be seated, please. Honorable Minister of Home Affairs, Mr. Onij Waldron, Commissioner of Police, Mr. Clifton Anthony Hicken, Deputy Police Commissioners, Mr. Blanham, Watts, Karrenbach, and McBean, Acting Prison Director, former Commissioner of Police, Mr. Sidal Prasad, DSM, our corporate partners, Mr. Hollander, Chairman of the Guyana Cricket Board, Mr. Singh, and the Secretary of the Georgetown Cricket Association. I also recognize our partners, Mr. Huck and Mr. Hopkinson, police commanders and branch commanders, members of the private security sector, members of the Cops and Faith Committee, CPG liaisons, Chairman of the Police Service Commission, Mr. Findley, members of the station management committees, members of the Cops and Faith base, youth group leaders, recipients of awards, and more importantly, ranks of the Guyana Police Force. I also want to especially recognize members of the media, both print and electronic. I bring you greetings from the Guyana Police Force, and we would like to welcome you to the Police Awards Ceremony 2025. Let us begin with the words that define who we are and why we exist. We serve with courage. We protect with integrity. We stand as the protectors of law, order, and the people of Guyana. This is not simply a declaration. It is our identity, and today we celebrate those who live it every single day. This award ceremony is more than a recognition. It is reflection, and it is a reflection of what it takes to police a nation that is growing, transforming, and demanding more from those who protect it. And in 2025, tested our readiness. It tested our discipline. It tested our unity. Most importantly, it tested our ability to safeguard democracy itself. We are proud to say that 2025 general and regional elections were conducted peacefully and without disruption. That success belongs to every rank who stood on duty, often unseen, ensuring calm, order, and public confidence. Behind every badge, a person, someone who has chosen to serve, who has chosen to put the safety of others above their own, and who does so with humility and honor. We celebrate not just your acts of heroism, but your perseverance in the quiet moments, your empathy for the vulnerable, and your commitment to building a safer communities. Let us also take a moment to recognize the families and loved ones who support our officers. And of course, we should give them a round of applause. Your sacrifices, understanding, and unwavering support are the backbone that keeps our force strong. We thank you for standing alongside our officers and for your role you played in their success. This year, crime was met with precision policing and intelligence-driven enforcement, targeted operations, and stronger investigative coordination. Ensure that crime reduction was not accidental. It was earned with a 25.2% reduction in serious crimes. On our roadways, enforcement became smarter and faster, as you can see. And while traffic volumes increased, the fatal accidents rose slightly by 2%, while overall accidents fell by 15%, paving that technology-backed enforcement saved lives. Our investment in people has never been stronger. In 2025 alone, we have seen 5,207 ranks participated in 195 local training programs. 361 ranks benefited from 183 overseas courses. 456 ranks received scholarship and sponsorship. And 774 new recruits joined the force, comprising of 432 males and 342 females. More so, our force reflect the very fabric of Guyana. This diversity in uniform united our mission. For the first time, recently, we have seen over 37 ranks graduating from the University of Guyana, which gives us a total of the different disciplines, over 180 ranks with degrees, masters, doctorate, and diplomas. As we look to the future, let us be reminded that policing is not just a job, it is a calling. I leave you with this closing thought from Winston Churchill. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage you continue that really counts. Today, we honor those who dare mighty things. Congratulations to all awardees. Thank you to every rank of the Guyana Police Force. This morning, I would like to introduce a gentleman who has been at the helm of the force for the past 4 years. Thank you. I want to recognize one of our long-serving, a matter of fact, two of our retired officers who are here, Mr. Vipos and Mr. Glasgow, who has always been around the police arena. We want to recognize you as well, sir. Today, I would like to introduce to you a young man who has been at the helm of the Guyana Police Force for the past 4 years. A young man with great talent, experience. He gained his tertiary education from an overseas university. He worked at different divisions and branches within the Guyana Police Force. And if I recall vividly, he would have started under Mr. Silal Prasad tenure, a pilot project in Project Albaistong, while he was a commander of A Division. He has a passion and a drive. Small man with a big heart. He loves to do outreach programs, and the same he cascades into his commanders and officers. That young man, I don't want to stand between you and him, but sir, Commissioner of Police, I would like to welcome you to make brief remarks.
Good morning, all. Thank you, Chairperson, in the form of Deputy Commissioner Admin. And let me ask to stand on the protocols that were established. Honorable Onil Waldron, Minister of Home Affairs. ELT at the head table. Retired commissioners, our esteemed corporate partner, Chairman of the Police Service Commission, commanders, invited guests, representative of the heads of services, all present members of the media, good morning. Good morning. All right, as I give you my presentation this morning, I want to start with a quote. The time is always right to do what is right. And I recognize Howell, head of NISA. All right, the time is always right to do what is right by Martin Luther King. And if I commence like that, that is the grabber, so you can pay full attention. These words remind us that excellence is not an occasion, it's a duty. They awaken the truth that lies at the heart of policing. That is, our work is not measured by only what we achieve, but by the integrity with which we serve. Today, as we gathered not merely to present awards, but honor a profound responsibility, we recognize that doing that is right, but at the moment of time, constant commitment to the people of Guyana. It is in this spirit that the Guyana Police Force has moved beyond recording achievements to experiencing transformation. In the year 2025, guided by the Strategic Plan 2022-2026, we began this year with a clear and determined vision to modernize police, to strengthen professionalism, and to deepen our partnership with the public we serve. Today, we stand not as witnesses to the vision, but as proof that it's being fulfilled. We are building a police force where doing what is right is no longer an ideal, but an operational standard. Accomplishments. The commitment to do what is right is reflected in our results under the strategic pillar operation. Particularly on the road safety technology has been a life-saving tool, that is. The Safe Roads Intelligence System and the installation of 30 speed cameras have transformed compliance on our roadway. E-tickets rose from 837 in 2024 to a whopping 24,793 in 2025. Traffic cases increased by 10%, driven by real-time detection, although fatal accidents rose slightly by 2%. Overall, accidents fell 15.2%, showing that data-driven enforcement and targeted education are protecting our citizens. Our crime-fighting effort also speaks to transformation. We achieved 25.22% reduction in serious crime with a 61% clear-up rate, which is commended. I want to pause there. Give yourself a round of applause for that. Because 61.76% clear-up rate is all-time hard work, demonstrating stronger proactive policing with the establishment of regional and district intelligence committee across divisions. We strengthen real-time intelligence, enable us to detect, prevent, and respond to emergent threats greater with precision. Under the strategic pillar developing our people, we strengthen the way we police by investing in the growth of our officers. We've established a specialized unit, and that is called a tourism unit, preparing new recruits to support our expanding hospitality sector. And we broaden learning opportunities through accredited police academy and 26 MOAs. 26 MOAs. Give yourself a round of applause. And that means Memorandum of Understanding. And guess what? The MOAs were done with all universities and tertiary institutions, ensuring that advancement reflect merit, not favor. This year alone, 3,510 ranks were promoted through a fulfillment merit-based system, and 1,961 officers received scholarship and sponsorship, with 43 ranks were granted study leave and 53 receiving education allowance, including doctoral and master's program. We have looked and took policing beyond language barriers, training 105 ranks in Spanish, Portuguese, and Mandarin, allowing us to serve Guyana expanding multilingual economy. And because our ranks are not only police but people, we expanded welfare support with a therapist unit at headquarters. The Institutionalized Assistance Program, daycare facilities now operation in 4B, Region 6, Region 3, moving steadily to support all the regions. Now, having a daycare within a region, it gives the commanders and the staff, especially the females, time to focus on work, because the daycare will be taking care of your children. Rather than having them home, you're at work and you're at home and you're not focused on what you're doing. And so we're transforming as the years progresses. This investment in our people is matched by investment in the system that support them under the strategic pillar infrastructure. We are expanding technology-driven policing by establishing 5 new command centers across Region 2, 3, 5, 6, and 10. 3 and 6 fully operational, and the others, 5, 6, and 10, the buildings are there, but we are fully occupying them within a short space of time. Response to real-time detection of crime and traffic offenses. We also boosted marine security through new and refurbished boat houses in Region 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 10, ensuring policing reaches every coastline and riverine community. In 2025, we are not just constructing building, we are building capacity. We deliver 83 upgraded or newly built station, outposts, living quarters, boat houses, and IT facilities, and strengthening mobility with 120 new vehicles and vessels, equipping our ranks with modern pickups, motorcycles, ATV, and marine assets to ensure faster and more reliable responses. Strong infrastructure demands stronger performance to match it. Under strategic pillar performance, we continue to modernize policing, not just by enforcing the law, but by anticipating, analyzing, and responding with intelligence. In 2025, we strengthen accountability and operational efficiency through digital transformation. 6,685 body cameras, 55 CCTV sites, 942 digital workshops, and the enhanced National 911 that improve real-time response and public confidence. To ensure these tools translate into results, we institutionalize a quarter performance assessment across every region and fully digitized case files, allowing secure electronic transformation even from hinterlands communities. We further empower reform to strengthen risk management, monitoring evaluation units. Using the challenge is no longer rhetorical. It is measured, monitored, and it is working. This modern performance demand modern integrity. Under the pillar professionalism and accountability, we reinforce that a creditable police force must be anchored in standards, not slogans. In 2025, Accountability became a system. We strengthened ethical policing by training 63 prosecutors, recruiting 35 new prosecutors, and supporting 40 more in training. Supported by 2 senior legal officers to enhance our legal capacity. We institutionalized quarterly ethical and performance evaluation across the force, creating measurable standards for discipline, service delivery, leadership, and community engagement. Professionalism was further strengthened through a revision of police standing, operation, and resuscitation of the Police Training Board, ensuring the standards are enforced from recruit to promotion. To safeguard state resources, we also began implementing a fleet management assessment system, bringing all transparency to the ownership, deployment, and protection of the police assets. And of course, if we're getting assets continued by the government, it's only obvious that we need to have a fleet plan so that we can cover and maintain those assets. Under the strategic pillar partnership, we are reminded that policing is not just law enforcement, it's a nation building. And I would like to repeat that for emphasis. And former Commissioner, Mr. Sila Prasad, here impact our Baistong is now across the country and it's permanent. And so let me repeat that under the pillar partnership, we are reminded that policing is not just law enforcement, it's a nation building, meaning you are the police and the police are the public. We are one. From the public, you became a police and you're going back to the public. And that is why contemporary policing is necessary in this time. It is a nation building. This year we trusted through 46,521 community engagement, empower youth through 79 youth groups and 9 scout groups, and strengthen accountability with 35 action station management committees across the country. We also expanded internal collaboration with 50 ranks trained to the New York Police Department. These initiatives make communities safer through fear, but through partnership. As we protect our future, I want to say this. For the year 2025, we are seeing 20 police being charged criminally and is currently before the court. Let me go this again. For the year 2025, 20 police were charged criminally and they are placed before the court. And so as we project for 2026, considering all of this, and as 2025 concludes, with distinguished accomplishments, we step into 2026 with confidence. In the year, the Guyana Police Force will accelerate transformative reform and will lay a foundation for the 2027-2031 strategic plan. Introducing a new guided pillar. We're going to go back with the 6 pillars that we're currently using because while partnership, we've finished about 90%, we still need that to roll the force into the next 5 years. And so we have 6 pillars, but we're going to bring one to make it 7. And the one pillar that we're bringing into on this technological development, and I'm going to tell you the name of the pillar. The force, as we speak, is going through a process where we're digitizing, and the most junior rank in the force will be taking reports via computers. And so the passage of information will be more accurate than we're seeing now. We're going to relax the lot of pushing of papers, but we'll be digitizing the force for proper accountability. Technological and adaptability to ensure that police evolves with the pace and ambition of a modern Guyana police force. And so the other pillar will be technological and adaptability. When that is done, within the next 6-7 months, we're going to see the rolling out of the digitization. A full national rollout of Safe Country Initiative, expanding command centers and comprehensive CCTV surveillance through Guyana. 2026, here we go. Digitized citizen reporting, gathering every resident swiftly, seamlessly, access to justice, smart road enforcement with automated e-ticketing, speed and seatbelt detection, and a national implementation of speed governors for heavy-duty vehicles. We're in the process of concluding that automotive fleet and regional dispatch system, evaluating mobility through precise data-driven accountability, fully integrated digital case management, interlinking the DPP, CID, and regional divisions for efficiency, transparency, and a just system. I've said all of this to you to give you an understanding of what will prevail next year, having worked hard this year. The Master of Ceremony spoke to elections, and he was right, because the Joint Services election was free and fair. Generally, the regional election was free and fair, and this is the first time ever in the history of Guyana since I've known myself. Election was just quiet and simple in Guyana, and all of you need a round of applause now. And to conclude, therefore, in closing our awardees, your excellence remind us that transformation is driven not only by the system, but by the integrity of those who serve. As we enter a new era of policing, the standards will rise. Expectations will be sharpened, and our nation will depend on us more than ever. We are seeing that, and it's coming, and every little thing that's supposed to be done is not done. It will be a talk in the social media. And so we need to be prepared in a comprehensive way to minimize any distraction. As we enter a new era of policing, the standards will rise, expectation will sharpen, and our nation will depend on us more than ever. Let us answer that responsibility with honor, lead with professionalism, and build a police force that is worthy of trust and integrity. Congratulations to all awardees, all members of the Guyana Police Force. And now, on behalf of my family and I, and all the other policemen and women who could not have been here, if we don't meet up again, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas, safe and prosperous New Year. Thank you, and God bless you all. And so I've completed my task. My next task is to introduce a beautiful, a young, vibrant young woman. I'm going to condense it for you. She's graduated as a lawyer. Then she became a magistrate. She served Guyana well, but that was not enough. She became a parliamentarian 2020. And she has excelled in that position. But the area in which this person was, we're not seeing enough in terms of responsibility. And so, flawlessly, who I'm speaking about, would have gone through her ministry and would have made significant improvements in that ministry. But more importantly, the Guyana Police Force, the Prison Service, and all the other ministries through Home Affairs, we decided that we're going to hold our minister and we're going to run with her. Instead of we're holding the minister came and investigated all of us. And as a magistrate, you know you can't fool the person I'm speaking about. But I want to congratulate her because since her ascension to the minister, we have seen tints, we have seen governors, we've seen many, many other things. And the person who I'm referring to, I don't want to stay longer than this, but the person who I'm referring to is Honorable Minister Walton, Minister of Home Affairs. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. You could be seated. Thank you. Thank you for that kind welcome. I'm going to particularly endorse the young part of that introduction, especially when we consider how long we've come, Commissioner, almost 2 decades ago. But let me recognize officially Commissioner of Police, Mr. Clifton Hicken, Deputy Commissioner, Administration, Mr. Budram, Deputy Commissioner Watts, Mr. McBeam, Deputy Commissioner Karim Bash, Deputy Commissioner Blanham, members, retired members of officers, former Commissioner Silal Prasad. I am not sure if there's not a former commissioner here, but if I missed you, good morning. I just want to recognize you. The chair of the Police Service Commission, members of the religious community, other senior officers, junior officers, awardees, the director of NISA, Cornell Howell, members of the media, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I thoroughly enjoyed the presentation of the Commissioner of Police, especially as it alluded to and recognized where we are going as a police force, the advancements that we will be making, the use of technology that's already been deployed, but the further use of technology to enhance transparency and accountability and the smooth and fast sharing of information across the country. And indeed, we are seeing a transformed and a transforming Guyana police force. And it's really heartening to witness this growth and progression compared to 2 decades ago when I had my stint on the bench. And so I would have met many of you who were young ranks at the time. I see Senior Superintendent Caesar, who we were all younger at the time. And there are many of you who have been prosecutors, orderlies, some of you not here, and our own Commissioner of Police, who was also young and full of ambition and promise. And you're all now emerging as leaders, and it's heartening to see, to hear when we compare to just about under 2 decades ago. And you're all helping to shape a more professional, modern, and responsive force. And I really do applaud all of you for your dedication and courage. Of course, I would like to recognize there are many faces that I'm familiar with, Mr. Vivehouse as well, and the head of the acting head of the Guyana Prison Service. And we speak of courage, and in policing, the courage is not only about confronting threats, although that's an important part of the work that you do. It is found in the quiet, deliberate decisions officers make every day. Those decisions to act with integrity, fairness, restraint, and dignity. Today, as we honor exceptional service, we recognize those choices and the values that guide them. This year has presented significant challenges for the Guyana Police Force. Our country is growing at unprecedented pace, with rapid economic expansion, new communities, and increased mobility come complex forms of crime. Some criminal networks are more organized, more adaptive, and at times more emboldened. These realities demand a police force that is modern, well-equipped, technology-driven, and unwavering in its professionalism. Yet, despite these pressures, you have remained on the front line, protecting life and property, responding to emergencies, supporting victims, and maintaining stability across all 10 regions. On behalf of the government and the people of Guyana, I extend our sincere appreciation. Yes. I also want to commend the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Clifton Hicken, for his leadership during a period of significant transition and heightened national demand. His steadfast commitment to strengthening operational readiness, driving performance, and supporting greater community engagement has been essential as the force executes its mandate across the country. Commissioner, thank you for your service, your discipline, and your continued efforts to elevate the standards of policing in Guyana. This year has also been historic in the scale of investments made in policing. Under the leadership of His Excellency President Irfan Ali, the government delivered 37 new and upgraded police facilities, strengthening infrastructure, mobility, and operational capability. We've established 5 new command centers to enhance real-time coordination, domain awareness, and responsiveness. In practical terms, this means modern police stations were delivered countrywide, from Kitty and Tamari to Rongveld, Vredenhoop, Den Amstel, Mahaika, Providence, and several hinterland communities. New divisional headquarters were completed in Mabaruma, Anna Regina, Diamond, Region 7, and Region 10. Riverine and border security were strengthened with upgraded boathouses and wharves in Mabaruma, Charity, New Amsterdam. Training capacity expanded with new IT centers in regions 4B, 5, and 9. These investments are not symbolic. They are designed to ensure that you serve from safe, modern, functional environments, and that the quality of policing matches the pace and expectations of a rapidly developing nation. But with investment comes responsibility. During my first engagement with the executive leadership team and the divisional commanders, I made it clear that the time for decisive leadership is now. Leadership cannot rest only at the top. It must be visible at every outpost, on every patrol, in every call for service, and in every interaction with the public. And we must confront an uncomfortable truth. Public trust is fragile. One act of misconduct can undo months of hard work. Yet one act of honesty or compassion can restore the confidence of an entire community. This year, we have seen both. We have witnessed officers who went far beyond the call of duty, supporting victims of violence, responding bravely to life-threatening situations, and solving difficult cases with skill and persistence. But we've also seen incidents where individual malpractice cast a shadow over the institutions, and I will mention tint. Let me be unequivocal. There will be zero tolerance for malpractice, abuse of authority, or any behavior that dishonors this uniform. Every officer must commit to the highest standards of integrity, accountability, and service. The people of Guyana deserve nothing less. To our awardees, today we celebrate you because you represent the best of policing. Excellence is not an occasional act, it is a habit, a culture, a commitment demonstrated consistently over time. You have shown what the Guyana Police Force is capable of at its finest. I also want to echo the sentiment that we honor your families, the unsung partners in your service. Their sacrifice, their patience, and their support through long hours, late nights, and missed holidays make your work possible, and we thank them sincerely. As we enter the Christmas season, a time of gratitude, reflection, and renewal, I urge every officer to recommit to the solemn oath you took. Guyana is changing rapidly, and policing must evolve with equal speed. Our force must remain adaptable, professional, fair, community-focused, and trusted. Let the coming year be defined by 3 guiding words: integrity, accountability, and service. Together, let us strengthen a police force worthy of the nation we are building, one that is safer, stronger, more resilient, and unshakable in its belief that justice must be equal and accessible to all. Congratulations once again to all of our awardees, to your families, and to everyone gathered here today. I extend warm wishes for a Merry Christmas and a safe, peaceful, and prosperous New Year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister, for those remarks and warm words of encouragement. Commissioner, I think it's the first time we have started this award ceremony 5 minutes before time. Let us give ourselves a round of applause. I made it clear yesterday at the rehearsal, I don't want to stand between police and their incentives. I don't understand between police and their incentives. At this time of the year, police want to know that they collect their packages and depart quietly. We recognize our partners for decades. And this morning, we would like to show our appreciation to the community policing groups. The invaluable support the community policing groups is essential in advancing our efforts to enhance public safety and security and provide effective services throughout our country. We have community police groups in all our policing regions. We would have had the desk set up for them so they can operate more effectively and exercise more accountability, and action can be taken by our police on duty. Today we are awarding all the regions, all the groups who would have participated and support the police. In terms of the regions, I will ask the commanders from regions 1, followed to 10. As you hear your region, please come forward and collect your packages, and you will distribute these certificates when you get back to your respective regions. Honorable Minister of Home Affairs, I know we work closely with the community policing groups, and I would like to ask you to do the presentation at this time. So we'll start with the community policing groups. Region number 1, Commander, Mr. Ramana.
You don't have to roll the statement that presentations are going on. Roll.
53 groups in Region 1, community policing groups. Region number 2, Commander Shivbaran. Region 2 has 13 policing groups. Aurora, Anna Regina, Sadi, Charity. Commander Region 3, Mrs. Sinarain. Region 3, 61 groups. Commander, Region 4, Mr. McBean. 4A, 27 groups. They have groups in Alexander Village, West Repentance, North, Rhineville Lodge, Alberton, Queenstown, Cummins Lodge. Region 4B, Mr. Kingston. 19 groups. Groups in Grove, Diamond, Prospect, Peters Hall, Mocha, Grove, Yorkabra, Kurukuru, Moblisa, to name a few. Commander, Region 4C, Mr. Parjam. Minister, you have to get accustomed to his salute. Thank you, Mr. Bartram. Commander, Region 5, Mr. Lonsley, a bit right. Region 5 has 13 groups. Thank you. Commander, Region 6, Mr. Shiv Prasad Bacchus. His groups include Letterkenny, Line Path, Crowwood Creek, North, Crowwood Creek, North 2, number 68, number 77, William Bloomfield. We have over 6,000 members in the CPG. Region number 7, Assistant Commissioner Moore. He has 12 groups in his division: Bartika, Kalkoon, Kartabo, Tamake, Agata, Shitabali, Mora Camp, Batavia, Purima, Waramadong, Kaikan, and Arao. Thank you. Region number 8. Mr. Stanley has 3 groups: Campbelltown, El Paso, Maikobi. Region number 9, Muhammad Ali, Senior Superintendent. His division has 32 groups: Karasabai, Parabara, Achiwib, Aishalton, Shia, Katanurib, to name a few. And Mr. Simon, Region 10. His division has 5 groups: Wirrock, Canvas City, Comaka Mines, Fruitville, and Bamia. Thank you, Mr. Simon. At this time, Minister, we would like to show appreciation to the following groups: the Cops and Faith, collecting on behalf of the Christian group, Pastor Dulichan, first chaplain. Pastor Dulichan not here? Oh, I want to know what's happening. Pastor Dulichan has been around the force for over 30-something years. Give him a round of applause. The Hindu, Pandit Madre. Pandit Madre, yes, he has been around with us for a number of years as well. Always at our functions. And sir, we recognize your group today. They played an integral role in counseling and deal with minor matters in collaboration with the police and also the government agencies. And finally, Brother Barlow, Warren Barlow, Imam Barlow. In everything we do, we must put God before us. And here is our Muslim brother, Brother Barlow. Thank you for your service, sir. I would like to call on Tracy Gill, Madam Tracy Gill, to receive on behalf of the youth groups. Ms. Tracy Gill is not here? Okay. Superintendent Leslie Smith, please collect this award, please. Give Ms. Smith a round of applause because she coordinates the youth groups. She is based at the Community Relations Department. Premier Minister, among us we have two media personalities who has been around the force for a number of years, been covering stories, sports, and crime. And we'd like to recognize Rabindra Rupal from the Chronicle News. Please come forward. We'd like to show appreciation and Miss Nakashia Logan. Give her a round of applause. She knows how to walk gracefully. She has been around us. She is attached to the NCN news, and we want to show appreciation towards these individuals. Thank you very much, Minister. Seeing that we are doing well so far, we would like to go straight into the sports awards. The sports awards this year we have seen both football and cricket dominating. We have had two national coaches, Mr. Hercules and Mr. Dover. Dover has been touring with the national Guyana team, and Hercules has been touring with the Amazon Warriors and the Guyana national team. But importantly, we have seen a rise in cricket in the Guyana Police Force for the past 2 years, where this year we have 4 persons from the force gained entry into the Guyana national team. One was outstanding, and that individual, we have awarded him today with the Best Sportsman Award. Unfortunately, he's not here because he's on his way from Dubai. He participated in the T10 competition. He probably will arrive in Guyana now, but I don't think he will be here. That person is Mr. Quinton Sampson. Sampson has started his cricketing career in Carricaria, and he had played at a national level on the 19 representing Guyana. He has played in the Garfield Sobers competition in Barbados. He has represented police for the past 10 years. And if you look at that video, you can see him exploring for the Guyana Amazon Warriors recently at the stadium. He is not here, but I would like to call on Mr. Hercules to collect on behalf of Mr. Sampson. He's our sportsman for the year. Commissioner, I'd like you to do the honors, please. Give Mr. Sampson a round of applause. A young man with great arms. He can hit the ball very well. He has a bright future. Our sportswoman for the year, I would like to call on Alia Moore. Alia Moore is not here. She is out of the country. Oh my. So Alia Moore has been performing well at the international front. So I'll ask Mr. Colin Boyce, please come forward to receive on behalf of Alia Moore. Over the years, the older police will know we normally give our sports athletes scholarships to go and run overseas. We have many in the past. We had Marianne Barnett, Court Smith. We had Mr. Pipehouse. Please do the honors. In our absence, she is collecting a trophy, a plaque, and $100,000. Our sports personality for male, an individual who recently was awarded the best coach in Guyana. He has been around the Guyana Police Force for the past 10 years. He has molded a lot of our young players. He is the coach for the Guyana Amazon Warriors and the Guyana Harpy Eagle national team. I would like to call on Mr. Ryan Hercules to receive this award. Give him a round of applause. Police got talent. Mr. Silal Prasad. I know many of you don't know that Mr. Hercules is part of the Guyana Police Force. You know now. Give him a round of applause. Thank you, Mr. Prasad. I would like to call on Sergeant 23949, Sergeant Adonis, who was voted the female sports personality. This individual is an athlete. She is not here. She has been around the sports department, arranging all the activities, but she is not here today. Mr. Colin Boyce. Chairman, Police Office Commission, please do the honors. We have a lot of our athletes on overseas duties. Boxing plays an integral role in the Guyana Police Force and sometimes been overlooked. But an individual who always, after the trainees, to have them train in the field of boxing, a guy who fought many fights, and if you look at the screen, you'll see him knocking down a TKO, his opponent. I would like to call on Mr. Dexter Marks, a boxer within the Guyana Police Force, to receive his award. I would like to call on Mr. Colanda to present this award to Mr. Michael Dexter Marks. He's a short man with a good fist. always at the police post, so long ground training the trainees, and he boxes as well. I'll give him a round of applause. We have recognized the work in the sports department, and an individual who has been around the force since my entrance, 42 years in the umpiring field. He has retired, and we rehired him. He's still umpiring. That individual, I can tell you, since I joined the force, I've been playing cricket. And he's been awarded today. But I want to tell you, whenever I'm batting and he's umpiring, no bowler can get me out. I'd like to call on Mr. Lyndon Machu. I would like to call on the president of the Guyana Cricket Board and a director of West Indies Selecting Committee to do this presentation. I think that man umpired when you was playing also, Mr. Singh. Machu, he always around, and who don't know Machu in the force at the sports club, he always collect water and juice and food for the ranks. He's always there. Right? Give him a round of applause. Thank you, Mr. Singh. We have also recognized a youth football coach who, over the years, has worked with our youths in Albaistong. He has worked in youths in Plaisance. He has worked with youths in Tiger Bay. He is now producing youngsters who would have gained access to the national football team in Guyana. Right now, 2 of them are in camp with the national team. And that individual is no other than Mr. Gibson, a football coach. Sir, please come forward. I will ask Mr. Howell, Colonel Howell, to do this presentation. A young man who always called me, and he wants us to arrange a game for the youths. You know, give him a round of applause. Thank you. Continue to work. Today we have among us also an individual who is part of a national team, football team, as a coach. He is part of a project under the Ministry of Culture that provides coaching services for a number of regions throughout the country. He is a member of the Guyana Police Force, Mr. Dover, Mark Dover. Please come forward. He was once a national player as well. And we have to recognize these men because they are with the youths every single day. I would like to ask Mr. Messiah, please, a presentation. Give Mr. Dover a round of applause, please. Mr. Liblet is here? Mr. Liblet not here? Mr. Liblet, please come forward. Former Guyana fast bowler. He's been around the police for the past 13 years, but specifically, he is the coach for the police officers team. Give him a round of applause. I'll ask Mr. Director of Prisons, Mr. Pilgrim. This is the only coach who can control the police officers team and always be the GDF. Give him a round of applause. At this time, we'll go into our presentation to the regions. We will see the outstanding work done by police in the regions. But in the meanwhile, the bun, you should give us something. You can't come here and sit all the time, man. You have to give us something warm. So I'll call in the bun while the Regions 1 to 10 prepare themselves to come up and collect the award. You will hear of some outstanding work within the Traffic CID and General Duty Department in the Guyana Police Force. Ban. Thank you, Ban. I must mention that we have a female in the force who would have gained selection for the Barbies in the county cricket team. That individual is not here. She is presently playing, I think, at the LBI ground in a match. But she is Shurika Campbell, who made the Barbies team and recently gained the man of the match in one of the games. She is presently performing duties, but she is not here today, but she will be awarded. At this time, I will proceed straight to the awards of the regions, starting from regions 1 to 10. But before I do, I would like to inform you that last year we paid $204,880,000 in incentives and awards. And this year it has increased. This year we are paying $226,995,000. I would like to call on the commander of Region 1 to make these presentations, Mr. Ramana. And I would like to call on Sergeant Schultz, Detective Corporal Gordon, Constable Mohammed, and Constable Flores. Please come forward. These ranks on the 4th of October 2025, acting on information received, went to Barmita at a location where they conducted a search and found one 16-gauge shotgun and 5 cartridges. The individual was arrested, charged, pled guilty, and was sentenced to 1 year imprisonment. Police at work. On the 24th of October 2025, the MV Barima, this is the boat that takes people from Georgetown to Region 1. I can't imagine this. Police acting on information, or what we say intelligence, conducted a search in the cabin of the sailor and found 22 pounds of marijuana and 1 pound cocaine. This is outstanding work. This operation they conducted over a period of time based on information and an informant, and they were able to arrest this individual who was charged and remanded to prison. I would like to call, well, Romano, you have to give yourself here. Mr. Romano, Assistant Superintendent Narain, Inspector Garden, Sergeant Sam, Detective Corporal Garden, and Constable Thomas. Please come forward. Come on, Garden. It seems as though you want this money. Come forward. You looking back. Time to collect money, boy. Give them a round of applause. These ranks are stationed in interior location. They are receiving $210,000. $210,000. Sam, it seems as though you're confused when you see the envelope. I'd like to call on Inspector Sandy, Sergeant Pachai, Detective Corporal Ken, Lance Corporal McAllister, Lance Corporal Williams, CPG members Hercules and Domingo. These ranks were on patrol in the Maruka district when they observed a man moving suspicious with something bulky in his waist. They stopped him, searched, and found a 9mm pistol, unlicensed. He was charged and placed before the court, and this matter is ongoing. Give them a round of applause. They are receiving $145,000. It's good to see the immigration rank participating in these operations. Give them a round of applause. Thank you, Mr. Romano. I would like to call in the Commander, Region 2, Mr. Shivaran. And I would like to call on Sergeant 19400 Singh, Sergeant Collins, Sergeant Ridley, Constable Kanai, and Constable Henry. These ranks were anti-crime patrol when they observe a male riding a motorcycle. Come forward. Male riding a motorcycle. They tried to stop the male, but he rode away. They give chase. The man jumped off the bike and run. But astonishingly, I want to know if this sergeant run behind the man. I wonder if he run behind the man. Can't be he. They apprehend him and found a .38 revolver with 3 rounds. Excellent work. Diligent work. Give them a round of applause. Can't be the sergeant run, Mr. Bypass. He can't be. Gotta be the man around you. Thank you very much. Region 3, Mr. Sinarain, please come forward. I would like to call on Assistant Superintendent Griffith, Inspector Mohammed, Sergeant Fraser, Corporal Head Decor, Lance Corporal Griffith, and Special Constable Mohammed. These ranks acting on information conducted a search on an individual and found a 12-gauge shotgun. Suspect admitted that is his gun, but he don't have a license. was charged and remanded. I would like to call on Superintendent Grant, Jorman Grant, Assistant Superintendent Henry, Inspector Fraser, Sergeant Henry, Sergeant Johnson, Sergeant Douglas, Sergeant Zakir, Sergeant Robe, Woman Sergeant Harris, Corporal Fields. There's a big team, man. And there's be a sergeant and a corporal I see here, one with constables. Oh, Constable Brown. There was a murder in the region. Police investigated, but the suspect fled the scene. Anybody could guess where they catch him? The back truck at Springlands. Quick movement, and this shows a network with the commanders. Commander from Region 3 called Commander Region 6, and they activated. And we arrested the suspect. He was charged for murder. Give them a round of applause. I would like to call on Sergeant Sobers, Sergeant Green, Sergeant 22411 Mohammed, Corporal Peters, Corporal Henry, Corporal Peters, Corporal Constable Baldio, Constable Sita Hall, and R.C. Peg. Nobody is here? Well, return the money. Probably they are at court. God, these are detectives as well. But these ranks went to Iflot Public Road, where they conducted a search and found 80.6 kilograms of cannabis compressed in a motor vehicle. 2 persons were arrested and charged. Excellent work. Inspector Williams, Sergeant Rockcliffe, Woman Sergeant Light, Sergeant Fraser, Sergeant Lalbachan, Corporal Solomon, Corporal Alexis, and Lance Corporal Williams. Mr. Grant, you'll collect? Them they'll by close mark you today, you know. Yeah, these ranks responded to a report of a robbery and were able to apprehend the suspect with a pistol and the articles. This matter is presently engaging the court, so I don't want to give too much of details, Crime Chief. Again, Jorman Grant, Sergeant Henry, Lalbachan, Douglas, Zakir, English, Causeway, Jeffrey, Prasad, and Narayan. A murder was committed in the region, and these ranks quickly responded, where the scene was processed, and acting on video footages, they were able to apprehend the suspects, and they were charged. Thank you, Mr. Sinarain. Give him a round of applause. Commander 4A, please come forward. I'd like to call on Corporal Leak, 24163, Corporal Morris, and Detective Corporal Walcott. These ranks on the 27th of January, on the 27th of August, at Fremont Street, East Repentance, observe a male moving, acting suspicious. He was in a motor car. They approached him, and he drove away. They gave chase, intercepted him in Bel Air. A search was conducted, and they found 47 pounds of cannabis in his motor vehicle. Give them a round of applause. Excellent work. I would like to call on Corporal France and Lance Corporal Rose. These two ranks were motorcycle patrol. These two ranks were on motorcycle patrol when they observed a male acting suspicious. Catch a step, police. They stopped him and searched, and they found a 9mm pistol in his pants waist. Give them a round of applause. They have been awarded for the diligent work. Corporal France and Corporal London, Lance Corporal London, please come forward. These two ranks were on patrol as well. These two ranks were on patrol, motorcycle patrol. And while in the Stabrook area, observed a male moving suspicious. They approached him, conducted a search, and found a 9mm pistol in their person. Give them a round of applause. Deputy Superintendent Bacon, Detective Inspector Reed, Woman Inspector C. Paul, Sergeant Singh, Sergeant Thomas, Detective Sergeant Lewis, Chase, Tapin, Williams, Anderson, Leach. These ranks conducted a search on a Cuban national who was behaving disorderly and found a 1.32 pistol on his person. He was arrested and charged. Bacon again, return. What? Give this man a round of applause. This man got Michael Jackson style. I'll give you a back about turn. Well done, Mr. Bacon. Now remember, he was an instructor at training school. And he worked at TSU as well. Found another firearm with his team. I know Mr. Bacon is very diligent in his work at the CID. Well done. Sergeant Clark, Corporal David, Corporal Bowman, and Corporal Singh. A division. Clark, Sergeant, Corporal David, Corporal Bowman, and Corporal Singh. These ranks were on patrol, and they randomly stop a vehicle and on searching, on questioning the driver, he looked nervous, and based on that, they decided to search the vehicle and found a 9mm pistol at 29 rounds, matching rounds. Come, police, operate like you want the money, man. Don't. I will see all three of you at the TSU in due time. Got to put you on some drills. You'll get it right. Come in front of the commissioner on can drill. Thank you, Mr. McBean. Commander 4A, Mr. Kingston. Assistant Superintendent Mahendra Singh. Not the traffic chief, you know. He's Assistant Superintendent. Sergeant Monta and Lance Corporal Williams. On September 28th, acting on information received, these ranks conducted a search on an individual and found a 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 8 rounds. Sing, you're a good search man. Inspector Griffith and Constable Andrews On the 28th of September, while on duty at Yoracabra, these ranks encountered a male where this male gave the police direction of a man selling drugs, never knowing that this man had a gun in his waist. He tried to detract the police. The police were so diligent that they observed him, conducted a search, and found the firearm on his person, a 9mm pistol, wrapped in a plastic bag, looking for market. Thank you, Mr. Kingston. Commander 4C, Mrs. Bartram. I would like to call on Assistant Superintendent Pitama, Woman Sergeant Simple, Corporal Singh, Woman Constable McCalmon. These ranks reported a report of a suicide. And based on investigation, the postmortem proved otherwise. As a result, further questioning, they were able to apprehend a suspect who admitted of committing this crime. ASP Pitama again, along with Sergeant Rose and Corporal Daniels, and Constable Wilson. On the 8th of August, based on intelligence received, these ranks went to a particular location where they found 24 tear smoke grenades, 3 tear gas hand grenade, an AK-47 magazine, a .32 magazine, and 28 rounds, and 7.62 by 39, 38 rounds, 12 gauge cartridges, 2 rounds of 5.56 by 45 mm ammunition, and 45 9mm rounds. These ranks went to a location and found these ammunition. They are awarded today $115,000 each. Detective Sergeant Singh and Lance Corporal Sachari. Singh is here? Oh, Sachari. Following a report of a simple larceny, these ranks were stationed at Betawakting Police Station, went to phase 2 Good Hope. And based on diligent investigations, they were able to arrest the suspect and recovered all the articles. This is the work of detectives. Give them a round of applause. I would like to call on Constable Oselmo and Constable Boyce. Oselmo and Boyce, please come forward. These ranks were on patrol on the beat, foot patrol. One was armed with a pistol and the other with a taser. Yes, that is what we like to see. Neatness, strictness, and drills. And they observed a male moving suspicious with a bag on his back. They stopped him on the road and carried a search and found 1,814 grams of marijuana. Excellent work. I'd like to call on Superintendent Jormin Dufu, Woman Inspector Caleb, Detective Sergeant Singh, Sergeant Adams, Sergeant Wince, Sergeant Simon, Corporal Sugdio, Detective Corporal Sam, Lance Corporal Farira. These ranks were on patrol at an area when they received certain information. As a result, they conducted a search on the individual and found 3 boxes with 60 live rounds of 7.62 by 39 and 1 box with 50 live 9mm rounds and the firearm. Excellent work. Give them a round of applause again. Thank you, Mr. Bartram. Region 5, Commander Whitwright, Senior Superintendent Whitwright. I'd like to call on Sergeant Joe, Sergeant Hero, Detective Constable Powley, and Constable O'Brien. These ranks went to the supermarket, acting on information, and apprehended a suspect in the supermarket with a firearm. This is when the persons trust the police and share the information, and quick and diligent work, they responded. Give him a round of applause. He is the Station Sergeant at Blaymont. Responded, apprehended the man in the supermarket with the firearm. He had a knife as well. He had a knife and a firearm. Sergeant 2729 Holder, Sergeant Beard, Sergeant McCalmon, Corporal De Silva, Woman Corporal Bourne, and Lance Corporal Tapin. These ranks were at Maikoni, Abari. Where they come? Optics, you know, they want the pharmacy. These ranks were the Bari area in Maikoni, East Coast Amrara. Conducting investigation. We arrested 2 suspects for murder. This matter is presently engaged in the court. Give them a round of applause. I would like to call on Corporal Clark Charles, 24110 Charles, Corporal Simpson, and Lance Corporal Tapin. These rank intercepted a motor vehicle on the West Borvis Public Road. Where a search was conducted, and in the speaker box, they found a quantity of narcotics and 1 box of 9mm ammunition. Give them a round of applause. Woman Sergeant Kendall, Sergeant Budraj, Constable Punch, and Constable Smart, along with Constable Mackenzie, please come forward. These ranks were on a roadblock at Weldad, that famous roadblock at Weldad. Come on, lift your arm and drill, man, drill. When they intercepted a motor car with 2 occupants and found 164.7 pounds of marijuana compressed. Questioned the individual. He asked for a chance, but police said no, you got to be arrested. He is presently remanded to prison. Thank you, Mr. Whitwright. Commander Region 6, Mr. Bacchus, Assistant Commissioner. I would like to call on Detective Sergeant Henry, Assistant Superintendent Laljit, Inspector Fraser, Sergeant George, Sergeant Melville, Woman Corporal Benjamin, and Corporal Sicharan. Please come forward, Henry. Acting on information, this is the officer in charge of CID in Barbies. Give him a round of applause. He arrested a suspect who was wanted in connection of a murder. Names I don't want to use, but they call him Talk to Me. Suspect named Talk to Me. So when Henry got in contact with him, Henry asked him, would you talk to me in this matter? The man said, it's my name. So Henry started to interview him, and a skillful detective, the years of service, he was able to got a confession from him in terms of this man is present for the court. Those wrong received $285,000. Assistant Superintendent Henry again, Inspector Lynch, Detective Sergeant Seram, Detective Constable Austin, Detective Constable Nelson, Sergeant Shepard, and Corporal Tyndall. These ranks were investigating a murder which took place sometime in 2023. They found a skeleton. And based on intelligence, they were able to arrest the suspects. And they are presently being charged. This is one of the matters that make it rounds in the media recently. A cold case. Give them another round of applause. We have to understand the work of detectives. Sometimes the public might say that they are not doing anything, but I can tell you, I've worked with the CID for a number of years too also, and things take time, statement, interviews, a lot of reading, research, right? And then of course the legal minds will come to play at the end. And they were able to get a confession, and those individuals were charged. Give them another round of applause. That's a cool case. I would like to call on Inspector Peters, Inspector Doris, Inspector Seram, and Detective Sergeant Austin. They're here? Henry, you could collect if they are not here. Oh, they're here. No. Please come forward. On July 26, during cordon search, these officers found a double-barreled shotgun. Suspect was arrested and charged and remanded. Henry remained there. Henry had a team as well where they found 2,000 cannabis plants, 4 to 6 inches in height. They destroy these plants. Henry again, Mr. Prasad. Envelope in all the time, Henry. Thank you very much, Mr. Henry. I would like to call on Superintendent Norris. Henry, return. Henry. Wait, you not do the reverse? Henry, along with a team, Superintendent Norris, Kelly, Seram, Benjamin, the names are listed. They went to another farm and found a shotgun and a .32 pistol. And seized a quantity of narcotic plant, all were destroyed. Thank you. There are other envelopes that we'll collect after the function, Henry. There are many. And sure you see me after the function as well. RC Rural Sergeant Nabriga is here. Nabriga? Nabriga is not here. He's a Rural Sergeant stationed in the Bobbish River. Okay, he's not here. Commander Region 10, you'll have to collect this somewhat after the function. Region 7, thank you, Mr. Bacchus. Mr. Moore, I would like to call on Inspector Thomas, Sergeant Jonas, Sergeant Solomon, and Sergeant Hopkinson. These ranks were in the interior, patrolling, when they received information, and as a result, arrested a suspect for murder. They are receiving $125,000. Give them a round of applause. Sergeant Young, Hopkinson, Frank, and Watts. Please come forward. Sergeant Young, Hopkinson, Frank, and Watts. Please come forward. These ranks were on mobile patrol at Peruni Landing, and they arrested a male for disorderly behavior. And when they interviewed him, they realized that he was wanted for murder. He was arrested and charged for murder. Give him a round of applause. Superintendent Ned, Sergeant Jonas, Sergeant Keynes, Sergeant Hopkinson, Corporal Watts, and Corporal Williams. Please come forward. This rank is based in Sano. And while he was at a landing in the morning, overheard a conversation. And based on the conversation, he formed a team and visited a camp of an individual where he was arrested and charged for murder. Give him a round of applause. Superintendent Ned ASP Chetram, Sergeant Bagot, Sergeant Hopkinson, Yearwood, please come forward. These ranks were in Blue Mountain. We discovered a motionless body. Discovered a motionless body bearing several stab wounds. As a result, an investigation and 1 day of travel to another area, they were able to arrest a suspect as relates to this murder. He was charged. They are receiving $215,000. Thank you, Mr. Moore. I want to mention that this work that these police are doing, we can't pay you for this, but it's the appreciation and the thought what we are doing here today. Commissioner, you will support me. Commissioner? Good. Commander Region 8, Mr. Stanley. Stanley, you have to give yourself here. Okay, Inspector Dutt, Detective Inspector Dutt, along with the Commander, Detective Corporal Rutherford, Corporal Herod, and Lance Corporal Atkins. These ranks were on 2 ATVs on patrol. Commander, you ride your ATV, man. You on this patrol. When they observe a male from the coastland acting suspicious, they stopped and carried a search at him and found 405 grams of cannabis. This is in Region 8 in the mountains. Give them a round of applause. Region 9 Commander, please come forward. Mr. Mohammed Ali. I would like to call on Assistant Superintendent Keith Conway, Sergeant Regis, Sergeant Yearwood, Sergeant Bourne, Corporal Samaru, Corporal Kendall, and Corporal Adams. These ranks were the Corkwood Police Outpost when they intercepted a vehicle and are conducting a search, found 25.6 pounds of suspected cannabis, 40 ecstasy pills amounting to 15 grams. The suspect was arrested and charged. Diligent work. Give them a round of applause. Remain there, Mr. Conway. Remain there. On the 26th of September, these ranks also solved the murder. Solved the murder. Where a tourist guide body was found, and as a result, thank you very much. Thank you, Commander Ali. Region 10, Mr. Simon. I would like to call on Superintendent Austin, Assistant Superintendent Barkay, Rural Sergeant Husbands, Corporal Vaughan, Lance Corporal Niles, Anderson, and Barnett. Please come forward. These ranks went to a farm in the Ibini area where they destroy 6 acres of cannabis plants and found over 20 pounds of compressed marijuana. Give them a round for the excellent work. Remain there, Mr. Austin. He has to collect another envelope for another farm they went on. And they've tried over 5,000 seedlings. A lot of weed there. And remain there again, Mr. Austin. Mr. Austin had a team where they found 30 pounds of cannabis discovered in a motor vehicle on the Linden Highway. Thank you very much. Okay, Ban, we'll take a pause here now. Play some nice, spicy rendition for us. And when we return, we'll do the runner-up best cop and the best cop. An individual who has joined the Guyana Police Force for over 20 years, has joined the CID. All his time, he worked at various divisions. He started at CID headquarters, worked at Region 4A, B, the Interior, and now he is at Region 6 as a detective officer in charge. He has served for over 25 years. He went on a number of leadership programs and courses. Recently, he was instrumental in solving a cold case, found many firearms, destroyed a lot of drug fields. He's a bodybuilder. He loved to spend time in the gym. He's a holder of a degree in management. He got along well with his peers. This young man has performed exceedingly well based on the recommendations and the testimony among his peers. At this time, I would like to call on Assistant Superintendent Joanne Henry, who is our runner-up best cop. Henry is receiving a plaque. I would like to call the Commissioner of Police to do this presentation. Henry is receiving a plaque, a trophy, and $200,000. $250,000, sorry. Henry has started with the former Commissioner Sila Prasad. He has worked with me in the Interior. He has worked with Mr. Hicken. He is now directly under the commander of Region 6 and the crime chief, Mr. Wendell Branham. Give him a round of applause. Thank you, sir. Well done, Henry. Another individual who joined the force on the 29th of August 1996 as an apprentice and swore 1 year later with a regulation number 17364. On the completion of her initial training, she was transferred to the General Office and then to the Commissioner's Office. She would have served under several Commissioners of Police. She worked at several departments, the Force Control, the Firearm Department. She served briefly in A Division. She was one time a national volleyball player who represented Guyana in 1997. She is married with three daughters. Her husband was a police as well. She's a graduate from the University of Guyana. With a master's degree in management and a bachelor's of social sciences, and is continuing to study. She is now heading the narcotic branch, where she would have dismantled several groups within a year and destroyed several farms during her tenure at the narcotic branch. This individual is no other than woman Deputy Superintendent of Police, Fiona Brown Fredericks. Give her a round of applause. I would like to call on Minister of Home Affairs to do the honors, please. Give her a round of applause. The strength of a woman. She receiving $300,000, a plaque, and a trophy. Okay. Remain. Thank you, Minister. I'd like to call on our Commissioner, please. After this, I will invite Mr. Kolanda to do a presentation as usual. Over the years, he has been presenting to the Best Cup. Please stand as Minister is leaving. The family of Ms. Fredericks is here. Let them come forward and get a photograph quick. Please be seated. Corrections, I'm now seeing 4 daughters. Mr. Kolanda, please come forward. We'll have a presentation by Queensway, Mr. Kolanda, of $250,000. Give a round of applause. Thank you, Ms. Fredericks. We'll now resume to our program, and we will now award our divisional best cops, starting from Regions 1. Divisional best cops, please put yourself in order. Inspector, have them line up. Region 1, I'll call on Deputy Commissioner Wendell Branham. All right, good. Good. Corporal 24986, Akim Brown. This rank? Yeah. Well done, sir. Where is Brown? This rank is stationed in Northwest District. He heads an anti-crime patrol. He would have found 465 pounds of cocaine. Give him a round of applause. He's a disciplined rank who also heads a station, found 2 firearms, participated in community projects. Corporal Brown. He's the regional division best cop for Region 1. Region 2, (24-308) Ramnarine. This rank executed 108 warrants valuing $735,000. He arrested 15 persons for various offenses: larceny, sexual assault and wounding, and throwing of missiles. And on 4 occasions for narcotics. Corporal Ramnarine is the divisional best cop for Region 2. Region 3, Sergeant 21432 Douglas. This rank has spearheaded a number of investigations in the CID. He was part of an operation that found 2 firearms, over 4 pounds of cannabis, and a quantity of cocaine. He is disciplined and hardworking. Congratulations to you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Bladon. Mr. McBean, Region 4A, Woman Corporal 22479, Bourne. This rank is involved in community projects, investigations. She was part of an operation that recovered 53 live 9mm rounds and 2 pistols. She went to a number of training programs, and she has a bright future. Congratulations, Bourne. For B Regional Best Cop, Woman Sergeant 23145 Lawrence. This rank is based in Traffic Department. Give her a round, Traffic Department. She coordinated the Regional Safety School Alliance program. She has done over 200 lectures to school in Region 4B. She has a woman group in Region 4B. Give her a round of applause. For C, Detective Sergeant 19401, Sergeant Singh. Singh is a very old campaigner, crime fighter, investigator. Based on his looks, you know that he's a hard worker. No ear for the head. He had several operations where he found firearms, narcotics, solved murders, and found drugs as well. Thank you, Mr. Singh. Mr. Watts? Mr. Watts is a popular operations officer. Give him a round of applause. A man with a lot of energy, my colleague. Sometimes when I'm tired, I call him over and he would entertain me now and then. Region 5, Sergeant 24103, Sergeant Budraj. Come, Budraj, push yourself, man, push yourself. Budraj is Traffic Sergeant, Station Region 5. He would have secured 95% of the conviction rate in terms of traffic in the region. He also assisted the CID in a number of operations, including the one with the 164 pounds of cannabis. He was also instrumental in arresting an individual with an unlicensed firearm. Give him a round of applause. These divisional officers, Best Cop, receive $200,000, a trophy, and a plaque. Region 6, Mr. Henry, give him a round of applause again. He needs no introduction. He was here before to receive the runner-up award. And continue to work hard, Henry. One day, you'll be awarded Best Cop. Continue to train in the gym. Continue to mold your ranks around you. Continue to solve crime. Thank you very much. Region 7, Mr. Lyndon Fraser, Inspector of Police. I tell you what, this individual and me attend school together and sat in the same bench at school. And whenever the police give him a hard time in the interior, he say, hey, I call me squaddy, I'll give you another joke with him. Just before the elections, we visited the interior where he was in charge. And the day before, he stopped two men riding motorcycles without license. And he arrested them. And the men had 3 fishes in their bag. And he seized the fish as well. So that is not a laugh. When I get in there with a high-level team, the people complain. They said, man, Mr. President, Chief, this policeman take away bike and fish. I called Fraser. I said, look, Fraser, there's problems here, boy. The man said, no, sir. I prepared the fish for them. It's ready to eat now. It was properly cooked. That's an old police. Work years in the interior. Mr. Karambach, Region 8, Best Cop. Detective Corporal 24192, Bradford. Diligent police officer. For the past 3 years, he's been making his way to this square to collect award. He's a good crime scene rank, very disciplined. Arrested several persons for narcotics and gained conviction. Yes. Let us give him a round of applause. A young man, dedicated and committed to his job. Continue, sir. Well done. Region number 9, Mr. Keith Conway. Needs no introduction. He's a seasoned detective. Worked in different divisions. Give him a round of applause. Best Cop Region number 10, Woman 21736. Sergeant Williams, who is stationed in Traffic Department. Always on the road, rain or shine. She is receiving $200,000, a plaque and a trophy. Give her a round of applause. Thank you, Ms. Carmach. It is. It's good to see our females taking the front. Give our females a round of applause. Our last Best Cop female was Sergeant Hales. She has since passed. And we'll continue to see this balance in the force. No longer is a men thing. Men, we have to work harder. The females are right there doing the work. We will now continue the program in giving awards. CID, we'll continue with CID and our branches. Crime Chief? Crime Chief, we will start with CID, so I ask you to come forward and assist us. Senior Superintendent Caesar, please come forward. Okay, Deputy Superintendent Fredericks and team. Fredericks is in charge of the narcotic branch. And these ranks, Fredericks, along with our ranks, Deputy Assistant Superintendent Prince, C. Singh, Sergeant Magarel, and Woman Corporal Jack. Were on patrol acting on information when they found 35.6 pounds of cannabis. The suspects were charged and remanded. Remanded Fredericks. On another occasion, on the 25th, on the 13th of June, they went to Yarcabra, where they found a field, 3 acres, containing plants valued over 21 million. They arrested 2 suspects and they tried the fields. Remember Fredericks. And then they found firearm and ammunition and a quantity of cocaine. On the 2nd of July, they found 698 grams of cannabis, a 45.45 pistol, and seized 900,000 worth in cannabis. Deputy Superintendent Fredericks would have held several operations. 12 operations to note, where several farms were destroyed, firearms were seized, and persons were arrested. I think, Mr. Blanham, you have a hard task there. The names are listed on those envelopes, so Deputy Superintendent Fredericks, you will do the honors. Give her a round of applause. That branch received over 4 million in awards. Senior Superintendent Caesar. Oh, Caesar not here? Oh, Caesar's not here. Caesar representative. C.O. Haynes. Mr. Caesar and his team, C.O. Haynes, Felix, Nigel Stevens, Inspector Rodney, Fredericks. Get all the envelopes, Prasad. would have done exceedingly well in terms of investigations, both murder, trafficking in persons, firearms, money laundering, and sexual offenses. Give them a round of applause. These are the detectives who work behind the scenes. Thank you, Mr. Blanham. We will now move to the department and sections in the Guyana Police Force. Deputy Commissioner Operations. I'd like to call on the Communications Branch and Information Technology, Inspector Tancredo. This branch always ensures that our computers are working, our lights are properly fixed, and therefore we have to recognize them. Give them a round of applause. The Strategic Planning Implementation Unit, Woman Sergeant Grant. This unit falls directly under the Police Commissioner. They prepare all our SOPs and our documentation for conferences. They are the persons who work behind the scenes. They do all the right things. Thank you, Ms. Griffith. Police band room, Woman Special Constable Haynes and Constable Scott. Give the band a round of applause. Band of the land. Traffic Headquarters, Inspector Prasad. Inspector Prasad. Quartermaster Stores, Inspector Mansaran. Stores always ensure that we are properly fitted in all kind. Thank you. Inspector Mansaran. Transport Workshop. Sucro. We have to clap for these people, you know. He's a driver at a workshop. Never hit any of the police vehicle. And that is why he is here today. Diligent driver. Give a round of applause. Marine Section, Inspector Wiggins. And you may know that we would have recently benefited from a new fleet of DGS vehicles, boats. And you see how he's walking like in the waves. He's on the boat and the waves hit him, so he come up and down, you know. He's our marine inspector. Very disciplined inspector. That money that you collect here is for all the ranks, you know, not you alone. Special Constabulary, Assistant Superintendent Harlequin. Give him a round of applause. Thank you, Mr. Watts. I would like to call on our police legal advisor, Ms. Ali, to do some presentation, followed by Ms. Hublal. General Office, no, sorry. Office of Professional Responsibility, Inspector Sandy. There's a section that the police fear a lot. Whenever they come to your region, you don't know these investigations. Mr. Sandy is there for a number of years now, along with Mr. Beard and his team. Give OPR a round of applause. General Office, Sergeant Williams. Sergeant Williams. Ms. Williams is in charge of the supernumerary department. She works at General Office as well. Always busy behind files. Thank you, Ms. Ali. Ms. Hublal? Central Immigration Department. Woman Lance Corporal Smith. Give immigration a round of applause. Police Credit Union, Woman Sergeant Haywood. Commissioner's Office, 21-4731, Sergeant Abrams. Clap for the Commissioner's Office. I know Commissioner would want to double that envelope for the staff. These are people who work behind the scenes most of the time. Late at nights, early in the mornings. Let us give them a round of applause. This department is headed by Superintendent Ali. Thank you, Ms. Hublal. I would like to call on Mr. Hawkinson to do some presentation for us, please. This is a man always, when he reach you, he talk about some gun or some range. Man like to shoot a gun, yeah? Radio Eve Leary. Sorry. Most importantly, the mess staff. The mess staff who always ensure that our meals are prepared in a timely manner. Inspector Bowen. Give the mess a round of applause, man. Radio Eve Leary. Constable Emmanuel. Radio Eve Leary. Radio Eve Leary is always on the go, covering all events, police events and other events. Corporate Communication Unit, Sergeant Van Razam. See George and his colleagues watching him good. you know. Thank you. Watch it. The man got a plan, you know. You got a plan. Thank you, Mr. Apperson. I would like to call now on the Guyana Police Force Academy, Woman Inspector Bob, Chairman of the Police Office Commission. Followed by the Police Officers Mess, Sergeant Ansel. Give the Officers Mess a round of applause. Guyana Police Force Consumers Cooperative Society Limited, Sergeant Jones. At this time of the year, the consumer is very busy with our credits and sales, and all of us look forward for that event that they normally have, their breakfast. Thank you, Chairman. Juliet Daycare Center, Woman Sergeant Rosemont. Ms. Pastor Dulichan? Okay, probably Pastor Dulichan had to attend to our service. Mr. Pipe House, could you be honest with us? Julia Daycare Center, Sergeant Rosemont. Followed by the Welfare Department and Suicide Prevention Hotline, Inspector Collins. Followed by the Community Relations Department, Corporal Comabadge. Thank you, Mr. Vice Post. Mr. Prasad, please. Force Control, Woman Sergeant Tucker. That's it, Tucker, that's it. Give her a round of applause. Force Control, ensure that all the messages are being processed for action. Tactical Services Unit, Woman Inspector Argyle. The SWAT Unit, Woman Sergeant Gibson. Come, Gibson, give me a thing, man. Give her a round of applause. Well decked out in the SWAT uniform. Watch it. Construction section. Sergeant Eastman. You could watch this man who come from construction section, you know. K9 at Mountain Branch, Assistant Superintendent Haynes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we have tried to cut this program very short, and we have now come to an end. At this time, I would like to call on the Best Cop, Deputy Superintendent Fredericks, to do the vote of thanks. Give her a round of applause.
Commissioner of Police, Mr. Clifton Hickins, Deputy Commissioner Administration, Mr. Budram, Deputy Commissioner Operation, Mr. Watts, Deputy Commissioner Law Enforcement, Mr. Wendell Bladham, Attorney at Law, Deputy Commissioner Mr. Faisal Karimbash, Head of Suku, Deputy Commissioner, Regional Divisional 4A, Mr. Simon McBean, Divisional and Branch Commanders, Chairman of the Police Service Commission, retired Commissioner of Police, other junior and senior officers, special invitees, fellow awardees, members of the media, audience all. First and foremost, I stand before you today deeply humbled and tremendously grateful. I thank the Almighty God for His strength, His protection, and His favor over my life. His guidance, protection has never failed me. As in the book of Philippians 4:13 reminds us, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And through His strength, we overcome every challenge. My sincere gratitude goes to the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Clifton Hickins, and the executive leadership team for electing me as the best cop. Sir, I am deeply grateful. Thank you for your confidence and belief in my abilities. Being selected as the best cop is a great honor. I am humbled that among so many outstanding officers, I stand today as the 2025 Best Cop of the Guyana Police Force. Special thanks to our dear crime chief, Mr. Wendell Bladham, for entrusting me with the leadership of the narcotics branch. Sir, your trust has pushed me to rise, to lead, to excel in this demanding and critical area of law enforcement. I would not be here today if you have not placed your trust and confidence in my leadership. Thank you, sir. And now, allow me to say this today. I know Minister would have left, but I would still say this. As I stand here receiving this honor, knowing that our Honorable Minister is also a female, a strong and accomplished woman, I feel an even deeper sense of pride. Our Honorable Minister, her leadership inspires every woman in uniform, showing us that women have a rightful place in the highest level of national security. Today, this award come at its rightful time. As a woman who is now leading our ministry, it's a powerful reminder that we are breaking barriers, shattering ceilings, and redefining what leadership looks like in the Guyana Police Force and the security sector. This moment is not mine alone. It is for every police officer who continues to serve with courage, resilience, and excellence. To my team, my frontline warriors, thank you. You have shown me the truth in Helen Keeler's word. Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. Today, we celebrate not just the best cop, a best team. This victory is ours. Leading a male-dominant unit has not always been easy, but every time I fell in the field, your outstretched hands and your words, "Let's go, Mom," lifted my spirit. I am proud to lead you. And as I would always say, there is no I in team. So today, we are all best cops because we have achieved this together. To my husband, thank you for loving me wholeheartedly, for allowing me to serve with such passion, and thank you for always covering my team and I in prayers. To my 3 beautiful daughters and my granddaughter, thank you for your patience during the early morning wake-ups and the late-night calls and the countless moment of worry. Thank you for believing in me and knowing that your mama can overcome anything that is placed before her. And allow me this moment of personal pride as I dedicate this award to my village, Hosororo, the little Amerindian community that shaped me, raised me, and taught me resilience. They say, it takes a village to raise a child. Well, today, my village has raised the 2025 Best Cop of the Guyana Police Force. This is indeed an extraordinary privilege at this time of my career. And as in the book of Psalms 118:23 reminds us, this is all the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in all eyes. So my fellow officers, may this moment remind you that sacrifice do not go unnoticed. Your commitment makes Guyana safer every day. Keep striving, keep rising, keep proving that we are worthy, we are ready and capable. And to every other rank listening today, just remember your sacrifice matter, your service matter. Continue to be your best. Continue to honor the badge. Continue to rise. To all our various stakeholders, thank you for valuing the work we do. Your support ensures today is a true celebration of service and excellence. To the organizing committee and the Guyana Police Force Band, thank you for a sermon that reflects pride, class, and professionalism. I thank you for this honor. I will cherish it as a reminder of what we stand for: duty, excellence, courage, integrity, and love for this beautiful nation. And before I leave, I want to leave a message for every little girl and for every rank in policing. Never be afraid to seize new opportunities. Walk boldly through open doors and reach your fullest potential. We often limit ourselves, but with faith, determination, and the willingness to push forward, we can achieve greatness. Once again, thank you. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone.
Thank you, Ms. Fredericks. If I tell you something, Ms. Fredericks is my squaddy. We train together. Congratulations, squaddy. Commissioner, permit me. I have 2 envelopes here for the run and shoot team. Anybody's here? No. He's the leader? They got some prize? Come forward. Mr. Glasgow, please come forward. Former Assistant Commissioner. Give Mr. Glasgow a round of applause. Mr. Glasgow, you will present the run and shoot to Cadet Officer Khan. CEO Khan. Mr. Glasgow, I first worked with him when he was commander in the division at Lenora. And then I met him in the police officers cricket team when I became an officer, and he has been around. Give him a round of applause. The head of Special Branch, please come forward as well. Head of the Special Branch, Mr. Narayan. We have something for you as well. Thank you, sir. And finally, we normally award Headquarters Best Cop, which goes to Ms. Fredericks. But because of the timings, we would have given her the overall Best Cop for us. So, Ms. Fredericks, please come forward and collect your trophy for the Headquarters Best Cop. Commissioner. Commissioner. Prasad? Prasad started the thing done by back up boy, finance man. Give Ms. Fredericks a round of applause again. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, Ms. Fredericks. Ladies and gentlemen, this has brought us to the end of the Police Awards Ceremony 2025. Stay blessed, stay safe, and enjoy the rest of the day. Refreshments are on the outside. Thank you very much. All the awardees, please come forward for